Hi everyone, welcome to Focal Academy. If you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and like, share. Thanks. Okay. In this video, we are going to discuss some repeated models from control system. Come to the first problem. See here in this problem, a system is given with input x of t. For that input, the output is generated as y of t. Suppose if x of t input is sin t, then what is the output y of t? This is the question. So, but here the system function is given. Okay. So we know that input output relation with system function is as, so here x of t is input and the output is y of t. Then output y of t is dependent on input, means with the change of input amplitude and phase, that is resultant as output. So when you observe here the output y of t, the input amplitude change a and phase also change phi. So that is resultant as y of t. Okay. So how the amplitude change and how the phase change? It is due to system function. So then how much amplitude is change, then how much phase is change? It depends upon the input frequency. So let's see here. So amplitude nothing but, so for the input signal having certain frequency. So for that frequency, the magnitude of h of s at frequency omega, that is nothing considered as amplitude. So on phase, that is phi, so angle of h of s at omega. Okay. So this is phase and this is the amplitude was going to change upon the input and then it resulted as output. So for the given problem, h of s is given as 1 by s plus 1 and input is given as sin t. So for sin t, for input signal, the angular frequency is 1. So sin omega t, so omega is equal to 1 and h of s is given as, that is system function is 1 by s plus 1. So we know that s is equal to j omega, replace here, that is h of j omega is equal to 1 by j omega plus 1. Now we want the magnitude a. So what is the magnitude? Magnitude of h of j omega at input frequency. That input frequency here, omega is equal to 1, that is nothing but magnitude of 1 divided by magnitude of j omega plus 1, that is equal to, see here, x plus iy for complex number, magnitude is equal to root of x square plus y square. Okay. So like that here 1 and divided by 1 plus 1, that is equal to 1 by root 2. So 1 by root 2 is the amplitude. So a is 1 by root 2 and we want the phase. So how can we find the phase? At omega, the angle of the system function. Okay, let's substitute here. So here angle of h of s is equal to angle of 1 by j omega plus 1, that is angle of 1 by angle of j omega plus 1. So from complex numbers we know that for x plus iy, the angle is nothing but tan inverse of y by x. Okay. So for 1, that is 0 because 1 plus j, 0 is there. So tan inverse of 0 by 1 divided by here tan inverse of, here omega is equal to 1, so 1 by 1. So from the complex numbers we know that angle theta 1 by angle theta 2, the total resultant angle is theta 1 minus theta 2. Okay. So that equal to, so this is 0, 0 minus tan inverse of 1 means pi by 4. So that is equal to minus pi by 4 is the angle, means that is the phase change for the input signal. So here phase change is minus pi by 4. So x of t means we know that sin t. Okay. Now substitute here, then we get, so a is 1 by root 2 we got and sin function. So x of t means sin t, that is sin of t plus some change is there, phase, that is minus pi by 4. So t minus pi by 4. So when you observe the options, 1 by root 2 sin of t minus pi by 4 is option is the correct options. So this is the output generated for the input signal sin t with this transfer function. Okay. Come to the next problem. See here in this problem, a total response of a system is given as y of t is equal to 1 by 2 into 2 minus e power minus t. Then what is the steady state response and transient response for the given system? but we know that total response is equal to steady state response plus transient response. Okay, this is the total response. It consists of steady state response and transient response. So transient response means, suppose there is a motor is there. Okay, so the motor now we are going to turn on. Okay, so starting the speed will be increasing. Okay, and increasing and will become constant. Suppose this motor only again we are going to off. So what will happen? The speed of the motor will be going to decrease and coming to the steady state. So maybe the exponential growth or exponential decay is nothing but transient response. So from the given problem, y of t is given as 1 minus of into e power minus 3t. So in this is here the exponential decay is there. So this is nothing but the transient response for the given system. Okay, now what is the steady state response? So at t is equal to infinity, okay, that is nothing but steady state response. So apply the limit for this function, we get 1 minus of into e power minus infinity. We know that e power infinity is equal to infinity. So e power minus infinity is 1 by infinity, that is equal to 0. So 0 into of is 0. So 1 minus 0 is equal to 1. So the steady state response for the given system is 1. Okay, and the transient response is minus of e power minus 3t. So from the options, option B is the correct option for the given problem. Come to the next problem. See here in this problem, a RL circuit is given. The three elements are in series. So here the initial conditions are given as 0, and what is the transfer function for this circuit? Okay, so here we observe that in these three elements, these are series. So the current I was flowing. Okay, so V naught of S taken as across capacitor and V of S is the input voltage. So the current I is defined as Vi of S divided by the total reactance, that is R plus XL plus XC. Now substitute all reactances here in this equation 1, then we get current I is equal to Vi of S divided by 10 power 4 plus 10 power minus 2s plus 1 by s into 10 power minus 4. Okay, so this is the equation 2. Now we want the voltage, output voltage at capacitor. So that is V naught of S is equal to Xc into I. So I is nothing but from equation 2. So Xc is 1 by s into 10 power minus 4 into Vi of S divided by 10 power 4 plus 10 power minus 2s plus 1 by s into 10 power minus 4. Okay, so bring Vi of S on left hand side, then becomes V naught of S divided by Vi of S. It is nothing but H of S. So this is our required transfer function. Okay, now this 10 power minus 4 becomes 10 power 4, that is 10 power 4 by s divided by 10 power 4 plus 10 power minus 2s plus 10 power 4 by s. By simplifying this, we get 10 power 6 divided by s square plus 10 power 6s plus 10 power 6. From the options, option D is the correct option. So this is the transfer function for the given circuit. Come to the next problem. See here in this problem, the time response of a standard second order system to a step input is, this is the for unit step input the time response is given. So find number of oscillations by using 2% tolerance. So we know that the standard unit step response system is, so this is the standard unit step response. So when you observe that this is in the standard format, but here we want the oscillations, but we know that oscillations, that is n is equal to settling time by 2 tp. So where ts is a settling time, that is ts is equal to 4 by zeta omega n. So for 2% tolerance. Okay, and Tp is the peak time, nothing but Tp is equal to 2 pi by omega d. So that's equal to 2 pi by, so omega d means damping frequency, that is nothing but omega n into root of 1 minus zeta square. So this is nothing but Tp. Okay, but we want number of oscillations. So when you observe that, we can calculate Ts value. So we want zeta into omega n. So from this standard equation, by comparing with the standard unit step response, so here e power minus 2t is there, here of e power of minus zeta omega n. So the t coefficient, that is minus zeta omega n, that is equal to minus 2. That is nothing but zeta omega n is equal to 2. Next, the sine function, observe that in the sine function, so here omega n into root of 1 minus zeta square. So we want omega n into root of 1 minus zeta square. So from the sine function means angular frequency, that is equal to 2 pi. So 2 pi is equal to omega n into root of 1 minus zeta square. So now we want settling time, that is 4 by, so zeta omega n is equal to 2 we got, so that is equal to 2, that is 2. So Ts is equal to 2 divided by 2 into, now we want the peak time. So what is the peak time? Peak time is the 2 pi by omega d, that is omega n into root of 1 minus zeta square. So from the standard unit step response, we got omega n into root of 1 minus zeta square, that is 2 pi. Okay, so substitute here 2 pi by 2 pi, that is nothing but 1. So 1. So 2 ones cancel. So the number of oscillations taking place in the unit step input for the system, that is n is equal to 1. So option is the correct option. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel. Don't forget to hit like the video. Thank you.